Hello from room 9009 at the SSAW Hotel Shanghai. I'm about to check out and head over to Rome, Italy on China Eastern Airlines, their economy class. The flight leaves in a little over 5 hours time, so I'm going to jump in a taxi, get over to the airport and have plenty of time to sit back and relax before the flight. In the meanwhile, this is the room that I've been staying in for the past night. It's a twin room, 2 single beds. The view outside is to a rainy Shanghai. I've been here on a one-night layover from Singapore. Yesterday evening, I did catch up with a colleague for dinner. I did then take the opportunity to have a look around town. Didn't get very far because it was pouring, but it was very nice to see Shanghai at night. This is the bathroom. Very functional, very clean. Got some storage for clothes. Tea and coffee making facilities. Some tea bags, coffee sachets. Overall, had a very good night's sleep. The bed is extremely supportive, very comfortable, plenty of space. The room is very wide, very spacious, so no issues with 2 people. Obviously, I'm by myself, and it's been a good night's sleep. So without further ado, let's jump in a taxi, get over to the airport, and head over to Rome. Hello from gate 122 of Shanghai International Airport, Pudong International Airport, Terminal 1. I'm seated outside the plane from Shanghai to Rome. It's a China Eastern Airlines 8-year-old Airbus A330. Registration is B8226, delivered fresh to China Eastern in September 2015. This terminal is humongous. I think it's probably the longest terminal stretching as far as the eye can see. I'm at one end of the terminal. The other end is, I can't even see the other end, so it's humongous. I would suggest to anyone traveling through Shanghai to allow yourself at least 3.5-4 hours ahead of your departure time just to clear customs, immigration, give yourself plenty of leeway just to not have to rush to your gate. Once at the terminal, I think there's at least in this terminal, it feels like there's a bit of lingering COVID effects or the lockdown effects. There's a few restaurants on level 4, so I'm sitting on level 3 where the gates are. Level 4, there are a few restaurants, some of which still seem to be shuttered. I presume that's due to the COVID era. I was at a cafe / coffee house that served, noodles, coffee, fruit juices. So I was sitting there for a good hour and a bit, just doing some work. Coming to the gate here, it's 11:30 a.m. Boarding starts at 11:45. Our flight leaves at 12:30 p.m. So looking forward to getting on board, sitting back and enjoying China Eastern Airlines service from Shanghai to Rome. Any help?
Thank you.
Let me help.
Thank you.
Which one did you want? This one, is it? It's a bit... No, I think this one.
Thank you, sweetie.
No problem. Hello and welcome to seat number 32J on this China Eastern Airlines A330-200. Compared to the previous flight from Singapore to Shanghai, this plane noticeably has a newer entertainment system, upgraded from the previous aircraft, which was slightly older, at around 3 years older than this aircraft. The remote control, though, seems to still be the same. It's I'm not sure if this is a touchscreen. Yeah, well, it is a touchscreen. That's good. So a slightly upgraded system. The seat feels fairly similar. Padding-wise, it's still pretty thick. It's not so, like very thin like today's modern aircraft. So yeah, good amount of padding. Definitely needed for a long flight from Shanghai to Rome. Coming on board, boarded. They gave out complimentary newspapers. So I've got a copy of Global Times in English, which is available on boarding. Otherwise, yeah, everything's standard. There's a fold-out table, a coat hook, literature pocket, cabin sickness bag. And I'm in an aisle seat, so that's good for just exiting to use the bathroom at your convenience. The configuration of this aircraft is a 242. Plenty of space for an Airbus A330. It's a typical configuration. Looking forward to it. So time now is 1:43 local time, Shanghai. Lunch is being served. 0 mian. So I got the chicken with noodles and Coke Zero. So you can see we got an appetizer, some ham, snow peas and carrot, water. I think this is a dessert on the right, and then this is the main dish. So this is the noodles. I've unwrapped it. It looks like a stir fry, carrots, chicken, and some lettuce. Yeah, hopefully it tastes good. Let's check it out. I have to say, not bad for an economy class flight meal. Flavors are there. It's a little bit, I guess, on the salty side, but that's to be expected. If they, with all the airlines, the higher you go, the altitude, you need to enhance the flavor. So it is on the salty side, but yeah, nothing too overpowering. It's not bad. So I managed to finish most of the chicken dish. I had noodles earlier in the airport, so the double stacking kind of has made me full. It's a lot of carbs, so managed to finish most of it. Maybe just a little portion left over that I just won't finish. But the dessert, I've opened up the wrapper. It's an red bean kind of drink or soup, quite sweet. I've had a few sips of that. It's not bad. They've also provided peanuts and one of my favorites, a lotus biscoff to finish off the meal. So yeah, not bad. If I had to say anything, the main meal, just the noodle dish, a little bit salty. I think the first few mouthfuls were delicious, just a really nice start, but then I think by the end of it you could definitely tell how much salt the chefs had put into it. So yeah, just a little bit too much salt. Otherwise the appetizer, yeah, the oil was a little bit, I guess, on the sweeter side. Not sure what oil they've used to, I guess, add to the appetizer. It's a little bit, it's okay, it's not too bad. And the dessert, I think, is quite nice so far. Meal service has been prompt, efficient, and yeah, I think that's quite what I've noticed on it's my second China Eastern flight. If I had to kind of use an adjective, maybe transactional, but that's fine. One other thing that I've noticed is that the meal comes with butter, but there's no bread to put with your butter. So I'm not sure what what the crew were expecting us to do with the butter, but there's nothing that I can see on that would go well with butter. So that's just an oddity. Maybe there's just no bread. So the unresolved butter situation has now thankfully been resolved. The crew came around with a bread bun after the meal. So yeah, if you take China Eastern and you haven't used your butter, just rest assured that the bread will come once the meal is over. And it's time for a little review. So this is the bathroom in the middle of the cabin, of the economy class cabin of the China Eastern Airbus A330. This is 8 years old. Compared to the aircraft that I was on yesterday, which is an older aircraft built in 2012. So this one was built in 2015. This bathroom is about, I would say, maybe half the size. That was a bathroom where you could really stretch out your legs. So for a normal bathroom, I think it's pretty standard. Got the loo here. It's pretty clean after about 2.5 hours into the flight. Got a deodorizer, hand cleanser, sickness bag, tissues, napkins, bins. There's no flowers, I guess. That's the flower holder. Yeah, otherwise not bad. Again, this is like a standard bathroom on this type of model aircraft. I think the older aircraft, wow, that was humongous. So yeah, anyway, this was the little review. So in the dinner we've got some beef with long beans, I think that's pumpkin, white rice, again butter. The bread will be served later based on what the procedure was at lunch. This is a appetizer, looks like potato and salami. And for dessert, I suppose it's pineapple fruit, and I've ordered some apple juice as well as water. I think we've got 5 hours left of this flight, so this is the dinner service on China Eastern. Yeah, so the dish is the main is actually kind of a tofu skin with minced meat inside. So that's the main. Taste-wise, it's pretty nice. It's very flavorful, not as salty as the lunch noodles that I had earlier. So this is much better. We've got 50 minutes to land. The crew have coming around doing their final collection of rubbish and anything to be tidied, seat back upright. They've opened the window shades, as you can see. It's really bright outside. We'll be landing at around local times 5:15 in the afternoon. Temperature should be about 22 degrees, I believe, in Rome. Sunny, clear skies. Overall, this flight has been really smooth. No significant turbulence. Maybe a few seatbelt warning signs have come on and off. The toilets, by and large, when I've used them, have been really, really clean. Crew have been really friendly, very efficient. The 2 meal services, as well as the snack service with the bread roll and some drinks. Really, really good, I guess, second flight on China Eastern from Shanghai to Rome. Looking forward to getting down to Rome, touching down and exploring the city.